All right, it's what is today? Tuesday, September 1st, and I'd like to call to order our special, the Marysville Board of Education special meeting on September 1st, 2020. Could we, and our treasurer's unable to be a part of this meeting, so from our organizational meeting back in January, Dick Smith has been identified as our secretary to act in the absence of Todd. So Dick, if you would take a roll call, please.
All right, Brian.
Here.
Nan.
Here.
Amy.
Here.
Dick Smith is here. Sue.
Here. Thank you. And on our agenda today, as we all know, yesterday we had our first meeting to review a document, a statement from the governance team. And as part of that discussion, Dick Smith provided us with some suggested revisions. And then we also had a chance to, I know we all felt that it was important to as well have legal counsel take a look at things. And so after that review, a few more suggestions, and then later this morning, another revision was sent out that attempted to kind of combine some of the revisions from the other two revisions. So we have the original statement where we just changed the first sentence of the second paragraph that I think we had all agreed upon yesterday. We have revision 1, we have revision 2, and revision 3. So I know yesterday we had put a motion out to accept one of these as our statement, and then determined that we wanted a little bit more time to think about it. So after a night of sleep and hopefully some good thinking, I'll just kind of open it up and see, let's kind of take turns as board members and make comments about your opinions on these revisions. And then at some point, I'm guessing we may end up with some motions, but let's start with some comments. So on my screen here, Amy, I see you first there. So why don't you go ahead and make some comments?
I love your revision 3, Sue. I think that you did an excellent job there of bringing all of those together. So I am great with revision 3. I think you pulled everything that needed to be pulled and revised, and so I just really like it. Thank you.
Okay. Nan, I see you up there.
I'm good with revision 3. I like some of the changes that were made. I like clarifying that the Booster Club is a separate legal entity. I think that's important to know. I like the fact that we clarified that the young man that graduated early joined the military, and draws some cross references to some of the flags that were one of the flags that was shown. And I think that I like the symbol or flag can mean one thing to one person and something entirely different to another. I think that's a good way of pointing out that we have different perspectives, and not everyone is the same person, and not everyone has lived the same life. And we have to be respectful of those people's perspectives, as well as be reflective of our own perspective. And I like it at the end when we choose to see only one side, one way, or one opinion, we limit our collective ability to see the rich character of our entire community. So, and also stating that, you can be on both sides.
Right.
Just like that circle that is shown on social media that shows that intersection of the circles. You can support all things. You don't have to be one way or the other.
Yeah. So. Okay. Thank you. Brian, do you have comments?
Yeah, certainly. I said a lot yesterday. The only thing I wanted to add today, having read through the revision in front of us, is I want to point out that though some of the sentences sound like triumphalism, like we've already achieved everything, we have worked diligently to promote and preserve an inclusive school culture as we fulfill our mission to provide a quality education. We're proud of what we have in Marysville, and we're proud of what we've already done, but there's also sentences in here that talk about the future and building into the future. We recognize the need for open communication in order to create awareness, foster empathy, bring a better understanding amongst us all. And the sentence about the pain that people have felt across America due to injustice, we feel that here in Marysville too, and we are committed to working on that. We're committed to recognizing the diversity that we do have in Marysville and creating an environment where we can continue talking about what our students and our staff and all our community members are feeling and learn from each other and do better. And I wanted to point out in particular that the social emotional learning programs that have already been started are going to help us build to that even more in the future, because now we're starting at our kindergarten, first grade, second grade, how to talk to each other, how to relate to each other, how to accept each other, how to feel like a team with each other and with their teachers. And we're going to keep building on that. And that all of that is helpful when we're dealing with issues like racism, for instance. So this is a letter about the pride that we have in our district, but also what we're aiming to move towards in the future.
Good points. Very good points. Mr. Smith, any comments?
I agree with Brian that this is an ongoing issue, how to get along, how to communicate, how to have differences of opinion in respectful ways. And clearly, we've got some things in place that will help us move forward. But as Brian was saying, the work is not done. I like revision 3. I think it balances kind of what our hopes and aspirations are with recognition of some of the difficulties that we face moving forward.
Okay. And I would just add, you know, it just made me think about yesterday as we were starting our meeting and talking about the importance of finding common ground, shared realities as a starting point. And again, I commend our board because I know on our board we have a variety of opinions, but I think we've done a really nice job modeling, having some good conversations, bringing up some things that might have been problematic at the beginning and finding a way to work through those and come up with a statement that I think is going to really showcase our goals and aspirations like you all have said, you know, and the fact we're very proud of Marysville, and at the same time we know that we're going to be working hard to just keep on trying to find better ways to connect with everybody and respect everybody. And so I'm very grateful for our team. And Diane, would you like to add some comments from your perspective?
No, I think revision 3 definitely encompasses, you know, that the fundamental message of we hear you, we understand, and we're striving to do better. And really, I think that's, you know, kind of that weave that everyone wanted to be reflected one way or another in the message. So I think it does that nicely.
Okay.
I would also commend the board's leadership. This isn't easy conversation, and it isn't in times like these. It's important to stand up and lead, and I think all of you are being a exemplar for that for our community. So on behalf of me and the students that we represent, I really appreciate your strength and leadership.
Well, thank you. It's an honor for us to serve Marysville. At least I'll say that for myself.
I'll ditto that.
Yeah. We've always
The
talked
other
about
thing
that.
I'd like to add, So the projects that were alluded to in this statement that are already in the works, things that we've been doing, things that we're going to continue doing, and the way that we need to, as a school district, address some of the turmoil in our society, we really need the parents on board with us. It's just not going to happen. It's not just teachers, students, administrators, board, it's parents too. So I'm asking for our parents to think about what we're trying to do with this district, how we're trying to talk to each other better, listen to each other better, support each other better, and come together as a community to educate our kids.
Good point, Brian. I mean, it reminds me of the, our drug problem and the fact that no one single entity is going to fix this problem.
Right.
We really do need to work together.
One of the things I wanted to reiterate, because I knew we had a little bit of issue with the sound from yesterday. Empathy is not agreement, but to have a conversation, you have to have respect on both sides, open to listening to the other side in a respectful manner. We need to be careful about living in a digital echo chamber where social media just reflects everything that we agree with back at us, but takes us farther and farther away from the middle. And in order to have conversation, we need to get back in the middle and look at our community as a whole, not just as the Marysville of 40, 50 years ago, but the Marysville of today.
Thank you, Dan. Any other comments?
I'd like to say that this revision 3, I think reflects what everybody has been talking about. As a board, we've shared our viewpoints, we've shared our comments. We have gone through the process of several revisions, and we've come to a statement that I think, while it may not be exactly what any one of us would want to say, it is a statement of shared values. It's a statement of the commonalities in the positions that each of us as individuals hold. And I hope people in our community recognize that school boards can only speak when all 5 of us come together, and that this is the product of that coming together.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I get, I also kind of wanted, as Diane was making comments about the leadership that the board has provided, I also want to thank our superintendent and her entire staff for the great work that they do. And Diane, your leadership in this during this situation has been exemplary. I love the fact that again, you model taking a step back, getting information, having conversations, and not name calling, being respectful of others, and really having that right goal of trying to find ways to bring us all together. So that's again where I feel like this is a governance team statement. So that's the board and our superintendent and treasurer. So, and I know I did also say, Todd had one comment about revision 2, but since I think we're focused on revision 3, I don't think it's relevant. But we've all had a chance to look this over, and so again, it's a governance team statement. And with that, would we have a motion to accept this revision 3 as our statement?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Powers, second by Ms. Savage. Any other comments?
The only thing I would mention is it's not on this top. Well, it is related. Nan mentioned the bad audio yesterday. We are trying to get Todd's audio attached to clear that up for anyone who's watching. So we will make that right.
Thank you for, yeah, thanks for that comment. Any other comments with regard to the motion on the table? If not, then Mr. Secretary, could you do the roll call, please?
Amy,
Yes.
Nan,
Yes.
Brian,
Yes.
I vote yes. Sue?
Yes, the motion carries. And again, thank you all for, I know the amount of time and the thought that you put into this. So, and now we approved this statement and we're ready to go to work now. You know, that the statement is just kind of the starting point for what I know will be a lot of different conversations and meeting with different people and just trying to move forward, trying to find ways to bring us together, find our common ground. So I guess if there are any other comments or.
I just want to say thank you, everyone. I feel real good about the whole project that we're about to embark on. So.
Excellent. If there are no other comments, then I would accept the motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Savage,
Second.
second by
Second.
Mr. Powers. Oh, sorry. Roll call, Mr. Secretary.
Nan Savage?
Yes.
Amy Powers?
Yes.
Brian Luke?
Yes.
I vote yes. And Sue Devine?
Yes, motion carries and we are adjourned at 12:18. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Bye.
you. Yeah,
Have a great week.
you
You too.
too.